Okay. Is this working? We will see. I'm pretty sure my audio might be terrible. Just a heads up. Also, I have a really weird setup because I have a bad desk. Pretty sure my audio might be terrible. Just a heads up. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I don't know how to do. I feel like maybe something got bumped on my. Something must have got bumped on my mixer. Maybe it was just the gain. I don't know. Whoa. Okay, and then I have to have my secondary screen all the way over here, which is not great. It's also very echoey in here because this is a new apartment. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get anything done. I'm so used to looking up here for my chat. Now I'm going to have to look over here. I feel so, I have very little desk space too, so. But all of this will eventually go away. I will have a real desk, a real setup. I have a new monitor, which is why everything is so zoomed out. I'm finally on 1440. And man, also my Streamlabs just refuses to capture the screen normally, so I have to do a display capture, which is fine. But we are back here at our game. Why am I at 100 FPS? Am I locked to my other monitor's FPS? Probably. UI elements still seem fine. That's kind of cool. Oh, I should probably actually put my links in the Discord. I'm also on a very wobbly desk. Goodness sakes, it's so weird having a different setup. So if anyone's watching, just let me know if the audio is like really bad. I know it's not good. It can't be that good. Ugh. Okay, what were we even on? It's been so long since I've worked on this. Well, we got our walking mountain dude. Oh, the FPS thing, now that's just gonna annoy me. Because for some reason it's defaulting to the refresh rate of my second monitor, which is my cheap one. Everything needs to be reset up. Okay. Also, if you want to see just the best mic stand ever, this is a paper towel roll. So you know we've got the setup going right now. Okay, I don't like how high those things go. Let me see on this. Yeah. Let's see. Let's do this. Just +1. How does my other UI stuff work? Okay, that still works. Nice. So I can still do it. Add item. Goodness. Axe? Yes. Perfect. Let's also do a quick toggle time. And let's do list all. What is it? Oh, just time. Okay. Okay. Oh, everything is blurry. Why is everything blurry? Is it because I'm on a 1440p monitor, or is it because I'm doing a display capture? No, everything is definitely blurry. You know what I think it is? I'm pretty sure this 1440 monitor is just like defaulting to my secondary monitor settings. That looks really cool, but it is very blurry. Okay. Well, let me see if I can figure this out. Whoops. Oh, you know what it is. It's so blurry because my viewport width. Ah. Okay, no longer blurry, I don't think. Yeah, no longer blurry. Okay, that was it. It was just scaling up to my 1440. All right. Oh man, I hate this setup. Looks like we have an ad starting in 2.5 minutes. Is my audio just terrible? Let me pause this music. Go back to here. Oh man, I hate this setup. Yeah, it's just this buzzing in the back. Like we have an ad starting in 2.5 minutes. Is my audio... Why do we have that buzzing? I don't know. I hope my thing isn't just busted. My, either my mic or my... Oh! My, either my mic or my... Oh! Wait, am I still coming through here? Wait, am I still coming through here? Wait, am I still coming through here? Okay, it might be better. Wait, am I still coming through here? Is it trying to do my... Okay, it might be better. Yes, it is. It was trying to use my old, I think it was trying to use my webcam mic. Just a classic. Okay. We're good now. Hopefully. These are the things that we need to do. Not really. These are just like... I need to go through and clean up this task list. By the way, I can only stream for like maybe an hour because I've got stuff to do. I got married and they misspelled my name on the marriage certificate. So I gotta go in. They didn't just misspell it, they just called me a whole different person. Oh, these are kind of quiet too. Let's go to our islands. Is this a scene? Yes, it is. Maybe it's different on the island. Needs to be set there. I think so. Forest sounds, 150. Unit size 4. Yeah, this needs to be like 15. Let's try this. Yes. Big Island. Wait. Medium Island. Let's go here. Let's do 15 again, I guess. Basically, we want these forest sounds everywhere. man, I do love building in this game. Oh. These only get light from the sky? My tools? That can't be happening. Is it the light here? There we go. Okay, so each light needs to be on both layers. I think. Let's do a time 0. Yes. Okay. Man, adding new tools, I'm going to have to remember this whole visual instance thing. We'll see if it works. Also, let's take a quick look at my speeds here, internet speeds. I think it's doing all right, my stream. Yeah, my upload speed. So I must have fiber here. It's just throttled a little bit because I'm not paying for the highest. Which is fine. I do not need the highest. Wherever I end up having my full setup, the other thing I'm going to need to do is put in some sort of soundproofing setup. Because these are very bouncy walls as far as sound goes. Something else I'm going to pull up just because we're just having fun here. And this is not really a real stream. Oh, I need my music back on. That's what's feeling weird. Okay, we're gonna pull this down, which this is another project I was working on. Basically all with AI, so it's never quite worked the way I need it to. Okay. We've got a little airplane game here, prototype. Oh goodness. The flight mechanics are almost realistic, but just not quite. It is pretty fun to fly around in though. shot at. It's really hard to fly. It's really easy to stall out in one way or another. Come on. Uh-oh. Like that. Yeah, we gotta come in easy. I want to make a game like this, but make the controls feel just really good. Man, it's really hard to fly slow enough against these guys without just dropping out of the sky. Okay, here we go. Come on. Oh, did I even hit once? Nope. Okay, we're just gonna catch up to this guy here. Oh my goodness. It is very difficult to fly in this. Oh, I hit him once. Yeah. It was very difficult to fly. Wardstone, what is up? Man, it's so weird having to look all the way over here for the chat. The change in background makes me very happy to see. Glad the move went well, dude. Thank you, brother. We have a very, very janky setup. I'll show you my mic stand real quick. This is my mic stand right here. I've got a cardboard box holding my second monitor, which is why I have to turn like this. I've got a very unstable table. Nice little rhyme there for you. Everything is janky, but we made it here. We're in our apartment, or my apartment, and I am extremely happy to report that I have a sauna in my apartment, which is dope. It's super nice. It's crazy living in a place where saunas are just normal to have in an apartment. King of the mic stands, yep. This is beautiful. Nothing's gonna stop you. Thank you, brother. Yeah. Dude, I am excited. I haven't really been able to do much, like, obviously I haven't done any streaming. This is my first return stream. And I haven't really been able to do too much work. Oh, I just full stalled out. Yeah, the physics in this project are weird. Haven't been able to do much work, so I've just been watching a bunch of money leave my account and not go back in. But now that I'm here, I'm set up, I got internet, I can do work, and I can stream in the mornings, because it's, right now it's 11, so this would be like a late stream for me. But normally I would start around like 8, which would be pretty similar to the time that I would start when I was still in the States. So it'll kind of work out. It'll be a little bit later than I would normally. Probably closer to when you're streaming, I think. Unless I want to get up really early at like 5. Then it would be more like when I used to. Oh! Oh! What is this? Goodness sakes, that takes up the whole screen. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. In that case, here's a little head start. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Dude, you are a G. 10 tier 1 subs. Man. Thanks, man. I really do appreciate that. That is sick. I think that is a record, isn't it? It must be, yeah. That's sick, dude. Thank you so much, once again. I am excited. I'm just happy to be here, dude. Happy to finally get back on things. I don't know if you've seen... Have you seen my, my recent project? Ross Mike, what's up? How you doing, man? Excuse the audio, the janky setup I've got going right now is a little bit strange, so reading chat is a little weird. I have to like turn my head this way. If I could just move this monitor somewhere else, but there's not really anywhere else. But Ward, I don't know if you've seen much of this project, but this has been my recent one. Of course, I already, now that I've taken a break from streaming, I have another game idea, which I really should not do, but you know how it is. The moment you start making progress on one, you want to start another, so. This is the first stream this year I've been able to manage to catch. Work's been hectic, so I'm keen to see what you've done. Awesome, dude. All right, well, let me show you. Okay, so we got like kind of we have an inventory system here. We got some crafting. Out of this, we can't craft anything except for the small box, because that is 15 wood. The other ones require stone. I do not have any stone on me, but we have a little tiny crafting menu here. We also have a crafting bench. It just doesn't do anything yet, but you can technically place it down. You can't craft anything yet. You can chop trees, pick up wood, but then, check this out. Too many ideas, not enough time. Infinite time still wouldn't be enough. That is entirely correct. And I really want to work on my other project, but it's a full art project. That's basically all it is. Not very much game, a lot of art. But here we have our little, what do you call it? The hammer, and we can build like this, so we can start building a base. I can throw a doorway in here, I can throw some ceilings. I can throw some ceiling lamps so we get some light. And then I've got a stairway. So let's go ahead and do this. And then let's put some windows up here. On the second floor. Do some more ceilings. Oh, I fell down. And some more lamps. Okay, so we got ourselves a little base here, right? Pretty nice, looking good. Love the animations on the build, thanks. Yeah, Minecraft in the style of older Elder Scrolls, kinda, yeah, kinda. I can see that. All right, so we got all this going on. It looks like we got a lot of resources up on these islands. Ignore the trees on the ground right now. Let's pretend that there weren't really any trees on the ground. But we need to get up to these islands, of course. Whoops. So, let's do that. First, by telling our base to stand up. Okay, now that our base has stood up, he can now walk where we want him to walk. Oh, let's go over to this island right here. This one looks good. I'll take this one. It's got some rocks and it's got some trees, right? All right, now that we have moved our base, let's go ahead and open the door, jump out. Now you can see the base, who happens to be been cranking Valheim pretty hard, so this is hitting the spot. Valheim is also another kind of inspiration. Yeah, so I'll show you I'll show you what this guy is. This is our mobile walking base right here. His hat is your base. And this is the primary mechanic of the game.
What the hell is even that?
Fanny Slam, what's up? And, oh, look at that. Booyah Grandma. Or is that Booyah Grand MMA? Is it Grandma or Grand MMA? Or is it a mix of both? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Howl's moving cabinet. Yeah. Grandma. There we go. Swear I wasn't cheating. Yep. Hydrate. All I have is Red Bull on me. But for all of you raiders, thank you, Booyah. I appreciate it. Who want to see what I'm working on? Basically, we've got a game where you can do some base building. You can do some chopping of trees. But the main perk is that your base happens to be a mobile base. And you can tell them where to go. You can also build your own base like over here. You know, just start building. If you have, you know, some outpost you want to make. And throw some lamps. Throw down a box for some storage. You know. Let me, oh, I don't have any stone. The crafting menu, very simple right now. It will be built out. But in the meantime, we need to get back over to our base. Hop back inside. Let's go up to the viewing platform. And let's move over to another island here. Dead Slap, welcome back to streaming. Thank you so much. I got to raid and run and walk the dog. All right, well, take it easy. Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. I'm happy to be back to streaming. I just moved all the way to Finland from the United States. So I just now got my setup going. But I'm happy to be streaming again. It's been fun. Even though I can only stream for another, like... Yeah, maybe I can stream for another hour. But yeah, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Fanny Slam, it's great to see you too. Yeah. But yeah, this is the general idea. The next steps at some point are going to be... Here, let's toggle that time. So that we can watch a sunrise or a sunset. I still need to work on my fog situation. There's some weirdness going on with the sky. Oh, look, there's our other base over there. Let's go mine some... Yeah, like this. I look this way and it's all bright, and then I turn this way and it becomes dark. Ooh, I do love the sunrises and sunsets. Hopping into the shower, but got you lurked. Glad to see you back. Thank you, Fanny Slam. Appreciate it. Yeah, I do like the look, although it does get a little washed out with the fog. Oh, that just disappeared? Oh, you know what? This is a bug, right? Because it is somewhere floating. Oh, yep, there it is, all the way over there. There is a bug when you build. If you're not on top of the walking mountain. Okay, now I can float around behind the walking mountain. That's kind of cool. We probably don't want this in the finished game. quick little moon rise over there. FPS is kind of going wonky. Okay, let's go ahead and deconstruct this. Let's do time 12. Yeah, we got to figure something out with the fog. It's just not doing it for me. Let's go to our main. Okay, that's a lot less fog. But during the day, it is still so much. Still washes everything out. Fog does make everything look better. Like, it definitely makes these graphics a lot more standable. What else do I have going on here that's... Oh, it's probably ambient light stuff. Reflected tone map. Okay, that looks pretty good right there in the darkness. Let's do a... Okay, in the middle of the day, wow. Okay. Why does it get so bright there? See, like, this looks great around dusk. Then if I go back to 12, then it's really bright up in the sky. Is there something having to do with the sun? Maybe it was just that. I mean, that's still really bright. That's still really bright. Basically any fog. 0.003. Is it even the fog? I don't know. Right, gotta lurk while I get ready for bed. I'm so hyped for this, though. You made something beautiful. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you being here. Good to see you again, as always. The nice thing is I think I'll actually be able to catch some of your streams now, too. Our timelines are still very different, but they line up in a weird way. Gets around my main issue of Survival Crafters 2 is that you always have to start traveling further and further as the game goes on. Yeah, that's the whole kind of point with this one, is like, you can be a nomad, but you got your base with you. You can still have a main base somewhere that's way bigger, because you can't fit like a huge base on top of this guy. But in the end, what I want to accomplish is to have it so you can chain these guys together. So maybe you have a let's do toggle time again. Maybe you have 3 of these guys, and they all have a little walkway between them. and they just travel in a little caravan, you know? Something like that. We're about 12 hours out now. Nice. Yeah. See, it kind of lines up. Before, it was always just a little bit too late when you started streaming. Now I just need to work on the visuals and getting this, because this looks very stark, obviously, right now. There's no real terrain. I deleted all the terrain, stuff like that, but we'll figure it out. Oh, and Ward, thank you for the gifted subs too. I really do appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And it's sweet to be. Oh man, it just feels good to be back. Feels so good to be back. Back to making stuff again. These return streams, I always end up not really doing much, which is fine. But the nice thing is I'm not really going to have any more, like, return streams. I don't have anything else that's going to interrupt me. I can just keep doing it. Okay, you can still craft multiple things at once, which needs to change, but... What else? I guess I could look at the Trello. Rigid bodies on deconstruct, that would be nice to do. Lakes, homemaking, grass bros. Grass bros need to be added. We also need to do some menu stuff at some point, finally. Whoops. Let's, so, on one of my other projects, we have that, the robot RPG project. Everything is different in Finland. I can no longer get my normal nicotine pouches. So now I'm doing like these nicotine pouches that are meant for people who are quitting, which is good because it's the same milligrams that I was using in the States. And eventually I do plan on quitting. But it's funny opening a package like this. It's almost like a medication. Oh, I should probably also check. Okay, I think I still got some time. This is funny. Days till Finland. We have this little label in here whenever I would do a trip. Trip to Finland. Then I would have that as a label. Of course, now I currently live here, so. So in this one, we could also pull those guys in. That would be kind of cool. These guys are all broken. You can see their legs sticking through their heads. Also, the FPS in this project is atrocious. It's so bad. But these guys right here, we need to pull them into the game. Because they're my favorite creatures. Doink. It would not be that hard, too. We already have all the animations done for them. The other thing that we need to figure out, I would also love to pull these guys in, but I'm pretty sure they're like FPS drops like crazy. Oh, we definitely need to pull these guys in. These guys are like my favorite creature design I've ever made, and it's very simple, but I just love the look of them. How they waddle around. Here is the other issue I'm running into. I want to make like 18 different games, and I can't ever get past like a really small, or there's always a threshold that I can't get past before I'm like, I really want to build this other game. Because here's the deal, right? I want to, if I open up some paint, kind of want to make a project where you are a dude, maybe third person, right? And you're on a path, and you're just supposed to get somewhere. Basically a walking simulator, but maybe there's some very small mist-like puzzle elements along the way. Little things you gotta do. And the whole time, there's just a crazy story happening around you that you're not really a part of. You're just kind of witnessing it. So this right here is, of course, as you can tell from the incredibly detailed piece of art, this is a giant spaceship that is shooting into the air. There's a fighter jet spaceship over here crashing into the earth. There's soldiers on the ground with guns. Shooting. Basically chaos going on all around you. The whole point of the game is to just walk through it, experience it, maybe interact with a few things. That's it. And each level is maybe 10-15 minutes of that, but just chaos all around you. And every level is completely different story, completely different setting, everything. Let me read what you said here, Ward. Is it the point where the learning gets harder than the perceived return because that's what happens to me? Yes, in some ways. I don't know if it's necessarily the learning, because in some ways I think I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I'm fine with hard learning for things that aren't that important, I think. Because every time I do that, yeah, it expands my skill set so much. I think the thing that gets me is like, I need to build it right for it to become a real game. And I hate building things right. I really love building things in a terrible way. Even things like menus, right? Like I worked on this specific project for like 6 months, and I never made a main menu because I just hate making menus. I hate having to work on something that's not fun. And then there is the learning side. So, okay, there is the learning side. There's a few points there. Things like save data. Because I had a nightmare experience with it before, that makes me just scared to even attempt it again for some reason. Not scared, it's more just like, why would I work on that when I could work on combat, you know? But then eventually you just have an endless prototype because you can't turn it into a real game without all the extra boring stuff, you know? I think that's what gets me. I'm an endless prototyper or demoer. And it's so hard to like get myself to be like, okay, I'm gonna make something that, or I'm gonna make the system for how you load saves, or
how to turn up the volume, like things like that. Very basic stuff, UI elements, that kind of thing. When I could just make animations. All the fun parts, you know. And then there's stuff like in my main project, my survival one. There's so much that probably needs to go in on the kind of level management side of things. Like, I can't just have a scene, a main scene like this. That's just not going to work because it has to be much, much bigger. So then I might have to do something like how Minecraft does, like chunking and that type of thing. I have no idea where to start with that. Literally no idea. And then saving all that data, I have no idea. So that, the perceived return on that is huge, but the learning is huge too. Yeah, I taught myself a bunch of UI recently, turned a Raspberry Pi into an alarm clock by building an app for it in GameMaker. That's sick, dude. I've been looking at like Raspberry Pis and stuff and wondering if there's projects I could do, because man, that would be fun. That's really cool that you were able to make an app for it in GameMaker. And the UI stuff is really important. I mean, you're pretty much all self-taught, right? There's such a rabbit hole, yeah. Well, what I want to do, here's another one of my 50 million game ideas, is make like an arcade-style lunar lander simulator. Not a real simulator, like really dumbed down. Put it on an Arduino or a Raspberry Pi or something, and then make an actual like lunar capsule with plywood, whatever, paint it, put some buttons, a joystick, and then have windows on it, like windows that you can look out into space. But those windows are actually just monitors. Oh man, that is like a dream for me, to make something like that on a Raspberry Pi. Make the game in Godot. All self-taught, so I have to make a course just for me. Yeah. I mean, self-taught, I feel like all the things you learn on those types of projects, those are, like, they affect all the other parts of your programming life. Every little project you do. Every project I've started and abandoned has taught me a ton. Like, the fact that this is really only a few months' work is crazy. Because it has an inventory system, which I'd only done once before and failed terribly. It has but this one works actually pretty well. It has things like the walking mountain dude. It has build mechanics, crafting, things that I'd just never done before. First person tools, I mean, that's not like a big deal, and it's also kind of broken. But like every little project that you do teaches you so much. It's crazy. Sounds awesome, so much cool stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many ideas of things. This is where, like, you know, if I was Jeff Bezos, I would have, you know, 50 programmers just at all times ready to build little games for me. But I would still want to be part of the building. That's the problem. Like, I also do just love building them. So even if I abandon them, I don't care. That's fine. This project feels like the game that I could make a real demo for, though. I might have to rework a lot of stuff. Because like I said, I can't make a demo that's just one big scene and then you go around and... I don't know. I feel like I need the greater either procedural generation. I've even thought about like voxel-based stuff, so then you can mine, like dig away dirt and stuff. I don't know. There's so many options. But they're all big learning curves. At least they appear to be. 100%. I've got to see your progress over the last year and a half, and it's come a long way, dude. Makes me happy to see how far you've come. Thank you, brother. And you too. Honestly. It's been sick. And I love that you're still on it with streaming and stuff. Like it, that's been cool to see too. It's pretty easy for people to give up the streaming side, but for me, the streaming side is like such a huge part of the development side because I get to meet a bunch of people who are all way smarter than me. And like both of them motivate me the opposite way. So streaming helps me game dev, and game dev helps me stream. So, Finn is fine. What's up? Booyah and Ward raid, I guess, or something. Yay. Yes, indeed, a Booyah raid. Mm-hmm. Let's do time 15. Toggle time. Okay. Let's do a quick add item X. Add item pickaxe. Okay, we're gonna build a base here. Still feel like these little pieces of wood are flying up too high. Ward raid and then a Booyah raid, yes, okay. We're following the chain of events. Okay. So the nice thing with this is so many of the systems are already built. Let's craft a hammer. Let's get some, it's just more stone. So like the crafting, the inventory, all of that. I just need to add more items and stuff. It's more just the map and then the visuals that need to be worked out. Like I really need to figure out what it's gonna look like in the end. I like the look on the, in general, it's more like almost lighting and texture stuff. And like these islands, right? They're just, maybe if I just need to add more detail and texture slightly more, or just light it differently. Maybe even just the color needs to be different. I don't know. Because I love going extremely simple with my color. What do I have for, do I have list items? Oh, okay, there we go. So crafting bench could be something I work on pretty soon. We also need to be able to pick up things. Let me see, do I have pickup item? I should add that. Because I want to be able to move these things a little better. Then you should be able to go to your crafting bench, press E on it, and then you have a different menu that pops up. Should also change these windows so you can open them, close them. We need to get rid of all the trees on the ground. Let's do that now. The tree spawner idea was good. But it doesn't quite work. The flooded... Wonder if we should try to add... Well, how much time do I have? Not very much. Because I'm wondering if I could... What are these errors we've got? Oh, these are all... Uh-oh. See, this is going to be an issue. We've got all these quaternion errors whenever we build a base on top of this guy because it's all based on animations. That's really annoying. We can't have that happening, like, which makes me think that eventually we will just have to do like a different system for our walking mountain, which we've tried many, many times. Okay, the thing I was thinking about, water. Let's quit the project list. I'm going to go back to my walking simulator, which is really unfortunate because every time I look at it, I'm like, why does this look so much better than my current project? And why can't I get it back to that? Like, this just looks so much better already. Okay. In this, we have the water. Where's the material? Copy that. Quit the project list. Now we go back to our survival. mesh instance 3D. This is going to be a quad mesh. New shader material, new shader, water. Whoops. Okay, let's see how this looks. Do I need to subdivide this? We got an ad starting in 2 minutes. I'm going to snooze it. Okay, why does this not work? It's like it has the oh, okay. Let's see how this looks. Okay, strange. We got some weird effects. Okay, looks like we have to go back to the other one and just actually look at it. Let me get some more music going on here. Okay, water. Metallic 0, roughness 0.2. Let's go ahead and do a subdivision. Okay, so we did that. Okay. Face Y. Whoops. Don't need that. We need quit the project list. Okay. Now we can go back here and punch in all these values. Okay. Roughness 0.2, wave. Oh, we actually need noise. Texture normal. Noise scale 10, height scale 0.5. Okay, now we got some water. It's kind of an interesting light. Let's do a toggle time. Oh, it just disappears when it's dark. Basically. There's a certain time where it just kind of disappears. looks weird at night. It's kind of disappeared there a little bit. This repeating texture looks too repeating. It also just looks weird, like there's weird lighting artifacts. Like, why is it all green? Texture normal. I don't think that was supposed to be a... Not an image texture. What is it? It's just showing like a blue... I do not know. There's a lot of green happening. Let's try a much higher roughness. Okay. This makes it a lot less green. There's all the green again. We're also still getting some edges here for some reason. Do we need to make this somehow seamless? I don't know. But I do probably need to go. So what I'm going to do Twitch and see who there is to raid. Who is online? Let me find him. Is that how it is? Hypnotic. Try that. Oh, I can't even do it from there. Sick. Because I need to freaking log in. Even though I'm streaming to Twitch, it doesn't have me logged in to the Twitch chat. I don't know if I can raid then, huh? I mean, I can log in, obviously. Goodness sakes. Nope, and I have to log into that. Okay. Unfortunately, this is going to be too annoying to be able to raid. Oh, by the way, Finn is fine. Thank you for the follow. As well as Buggy Borrow. Sorry that I totally missed that. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to raid because my annoying... Actually, wait, I think I can. Sorry, this is annoying, I know. I'm going to throw that on so that I can do this in this window. Log in. Oh, now I need another verification code. Okay, now we can raid. We're gonna raid Hypnotic Games. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Appreciate you. It's good to be back. Glad to be streaming again. We're gonna make some cool stuff. I can finally start the real grind, which is amazing. No more interruptions.
Interesting.
But thank you. Appreciate you all. I'll send the raid
Pop
over
this
now.
up into
Peace out.
here.